a really good example is my husband. He has a virtual assistant through this company, of course. And it's been amazing to see him slowly start to realize more and more things that he doesn't need to be wasting his time with. Like, for example, like getting a listing posted on the MLS. He doesn't need to do that. Like, he can just have one of his virtual assistants do that, and in turn, he doesn't have to worry about that monotony of, 30 minutes to an hour it takes to do that, to get the pictures up, and instead, he could either be spending that hour, getting more, like, leads, or hanging out with me, so obviously very selfish gain, or playing with our kids. And so it's been really cool to see him have freedom with his time, to spend more time with the ones that really matter.
Welcome to the Big Hitters Podcast. This is our very first episode, and I'm excited because I just told my team this was happening maybe 30 minutes ago. And this is the only thing standing between them and lunch. So this is going to be fast. Also, I really have to use the bathroom. So this is going to be fast, but it's going to be awesome because this is the squad right here. So we are building a company to help small business owners create freedom. Some of it comes out of my experience. I built a company that I hated, had a mental breakdown. And on the other side of that, my epiphany was to help small business owners find freedom, financial freedom, spiritual freedom, time freedom. And so our vision and mission for our company is to create freedom in every way possible. Guys, Hannah, you start.
Oh, no.
Logan, you start.
Okay, good.
All right. Introduce yourself. Who are you? Where did you come from? How did you wind up here?
Well, my name's Logan Roberts. I'm the business development manager, and don't really know. It just kind of fell into my lap. It just kind of happened.
As everything does with Andrew.
Yeah, exactly. Literally. No, I mean, I was working as a financial rep with Northwestern Mutual for a little while, and not too long. I love the space, and Andrew has his college funding business that was kind of draining him at the time. And at the time, he wanted to recruit me for help for the college funding business. And then, he went through this magical journey and came back and was like, by the way, I'm not going to do that anymore. So he was like, are you down to pivot? I was like, I'm totally down to pivot. And then he pitched this virtual assistant thing. And I thought it was really sweet. And the ability to help business owners really live in their sweet spot and free up their time and execute on Andrew's vision is what I'm here for. So, yeah. Allie.
Doing great. Well, I mean, do you really want to know where I came from?
Yeah, talk.
Well, Donna and Tim met. I'm just kidding. I'm Allie. I am COO, and I basically just run everything and keep it all in line. Dabbled in some HR in my past. Worked for Vail Resorts. And that was a whole journey, but most recently I was a stay-at-home mom, so I've been lured out of stay-at-home mom monotony to hang out with these guys and really build scalable, efficient process to make sure that Andrew's ideas and all the leads that Logan get really just have a seamless process when it comes to recruiting and all of that. It's been really fun. It's actually really great when you get to work with your friends. And yeah, I don't know. It's been fun. It's a fun journey. But yeah, I'm the one usually behind the scenes keeping everything together.
Amen.
Yes.
This company is a hot mess without Allie.
We would be nowhere without Allie.
So last week I was on vacation. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm Hannah. I'm the most recent addition. I oversee our marketing efforts. Andrew roped me in by wanting me to film his reels. We all go to are in a group together, and so somehow just suckered me into doing more and more with the company and kind of realizing the vision he has. And like Allie said, it's really fun to work with friends. And so now we're building a marketing team, and with social being a big part of that, and just seeing where we go for there. But
Well, the way I roped you in was, by the way, congratulations to our audience. Hannah's
my
newly engaged. The way I roped you in is like, weddings aren't cheap.
yeah,
And so I was like, hey,
I fell
come,
for it.
yes, come work with us, get some extra money for your wedding.
Yeah,
And now it's just been a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
we're having a good time.
yeah, he roped me in with that. Yep, go ahead.
Ballin'. What has been, so our vision and mission is to create freedom for small business owners. What is one thing that you guys have seen, or maybe one thing that kind of resonates with you from that vision and mission statement that we're trying to do, like to create freedom for these business owners?
I think a really good example is my husband. He is a virtual assistant through this company, of course. And it's been amazing to see him slowly start to realize more and more things that he doesn't need to be wasting his time with. Like, for example, like getting a listing posted on the MLS. He doesn't need to do that. Like, he can just have one of his virtual assistants do that, and in turn, he doesn't have to worry about that monotony of, 30 minutes to an hour it takes to do that, to get the pictures up, and instead, he could either be spending that hour, getting more, like, leads, or hanging out with me, so obviously very selfish gain, or playing with our kids. And so it's been really cool to see him have freedom with his time to spend more time with the ones that really matter.
I like that.
Definitely. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Allie. I feel like I haven't locked her down yet, but personally, my mom, she's a travel agent. And yeah, she's
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
a ball. Yeah.
She can book our team trips.
I like that. Well, I'm trying to take Stella to Dolly World, so I need help with that.
Let me know. She would love to help you guys out with that. But yeah, no, I haven't completely convinced her of getting a VA with us yet, but I know she always talks about how she has so much to do, and like her calling in life has always been to be a mom. She's always just wanted to focus on that. And she has been blowing up in her business, in her travel agency. So I would love to see her kind of take that initiative to not only help her scale even more, but scale and also have more time on her hands.
What's your mom's name?
Teresa.
Teresa, call us. We are ready.
Call Logan.
Yeah, she's got you guys.
Call your
I'll be
son.
the
There we
plug.
go.
Hit me up. Yeah, exactly.
Call your son. He wants to speak to you.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I mean, to your point, Allie, just have more time for the kids
Yeah.
and just the stuff that really does matter. Like the business matters. It's a passion for
Totally.
sure for a lot of people, but there's a lot more to life than just that. So I'd love to help her do that. I'll get her connected.
Yeah, and I think, there's a lot of VA staffing businesses around, but I think Andrew's vision of freedom, it goes a level deeper than just efficiency and time saving. It's, like winning back your time for what's important to you, not just in work, but your family too. And that could be through a VA or a variety of ways that creates more space in your schedule. So I just think the deeper, his story, just the deeper meaning and value system behind this company is unique, and it translates into how we work with clients and VAs and all of it. So.
Hell
it's
yeah.
exciting.
I love that. I didn't even tell them to say that. Okay. Fun fact about yourself. Fun fact about yourself. Any fun fact. Anything at all.
Work appropriate, right?
Bueller. Also, I went to computer camp when I was in high school.
What?
Yes, for 2 weeks I went to a
That's
C+,
funny.
Network Plus computer camp.
Did any of it stick?
There's not a lot of people that know that about me.
Wow.
So, no, I don't think Anna knows that.
Now the world knows before Anna.
Yeah, all 2 of our followers. Thank you. So yes, so I went to a school called Greenwich Country Day, and I used to hang out with the computer guy there named Leon Martinez, and I was like, man, this guy's cool, and I want to be like him. So he's like, oh, you got to go, basically get certified, Network Plus, C+, all these different things. And so I wound up at a hotel in New Jersey for 2 weeks for an intensive, it was Microsoft trained professional. And yeah, so that's a true story. Yeah, I went to computer. But, here's the thing. It was mostly people who were in their like 40s and 50s, like looking for a career change. And so here I was like this like 8th grade, 9th grade kid at computer camp with a bunch of like seasoned professionals who were looking for a career change and getting these, anyway.
I
Yeah.
just can't imagine you. In
There's
that
not a lot of people
environment.
that know that about me.
I am like wondering like.
And that was
so
around
many
that.
questions about your childhood.
That's great.
you're
And
like,
I also wore Jinkos. Do you remember? Okay. Oh, that's actually, I'm going to pivot. Not fun fact about yourself. Weirdest fashion trend you bought into.
Oh gosh.
So for me, it was Jinkos. You remember the really baggy?
Mhm.
Yeah. So there was a time when I was in 6th grade, those were really popular. And so I used to rock the Jinkos.
Do you have a picture? Picture proof.
I'll find it. Yeah, it's out there. Okay, so fun fact or weirdest fashion trend?
Weirdest fashion trend? I mean, I don't think it's weird. I think it's practical, but I was really into cargo shorts for a while.
Oh.
They're making a comeback.
And they are. They're making a comeback. They're very
They're
practical.
functional.
So, yeah. I
Yeah.
loved them.
Great.
I wish I had
It's not
them.
weird.
No.
It's not weird.
I mean,
They're
like,
back.
it
They're basically
depends
They're back.
on your perspective on
You
cargo
can get
pants.
them
I've
from
heard a lot.
Costco, I believe.
Oh, I'm sure you can get them plenty at Walmart, Target.
Going shopping.
But I feel like cargo pants for a while were like, oh my god, you're wearing cargo pants. Like that's such a dad thing to wear, like the cargo pants and the New Balance. But
Yeah. Now it's
I used to
back.
love
But
it.
being a
That's
dad,
back.
being a dad is in.
Yes.
Being a dad is in.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
Do you guys remember, or probably Edge Ellie, the like platform flip flops? You know, I went through a big phase of that as a kid, where it's just these like
Those are
huge
in too, though. But the shoes with the platforms are in because Anna
Yeah.
wanted some for Christmas.
the Uggs.
platforms are back too.
Love them.
Yes.
I would say it'd be a combination of like those Hollister lace camis that had the lace
Oh,
up
yes,
here
uh-huh.
and at the bottom that you wore as an undershirt
Yes.
with like another shirt paired with like those cropped gaucho capris.
Oh yes, cropped gauchos.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I went through that phase too. Okay. Here's a cool one. What's the most innovative thing you've seen lately? Like either our clients doing this or some sort of a new software, some sort of nerdy business thing. Logan, you should be the first to answer this. Software.
Man, you're putting me on the spot.
Yeah. Well, okay.
No, fair. No, I got this. Don't even worry. So I'm thinking like anything AI, it just kind of blows my mind. But didn't Microsoft just come out with like a chip, a specific chip, and they're like not allowed, or like they won't tell anybody. They discovered like a whole new form of matter, basically.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's like the topographical phase or something like that. It's a sick chip, but it basically has like the computing power.
Oh yeah, look that up. That's what Joe Rogan does. Hey, look that up.
Yeah.
I am looking it up right now, and I'm not getting much. Oh, here. Microsoft debuts groundbreaking Majorana 1
Yeah,
quantum
that's the one.
chip with
Yeah.
topographic qubits.
Yep.
Huh.
That's the one.
Gonna need ChatGPT to like help me
Yeah.
figure out what that means.
Yeah.
No, but they're not telling anybody like how they made it. Like they're completely sealing it off, and people are so mad about it. But really cool discovery for.
Have you seen any? Have you come across anybody? And you'll have to say their name, but like any prospective clients or clients that are just balling with AI and they're just crushing it.
Man, with AI specifically, I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I just know I see it everywhere. AI is the new thing.
What I'm seeing is like if people are using it a little bit, I feel like they're ahead of the competition.
Yeah.
Like if they're routinely using it for their marketing, or they're routinely using it for their SOPs, or like whatever aspect of your company. Like, but someone who's using like an AI customer service tool or an AI sales bot, like you're way ahead. I feel
Yeah.
like of where most of the people are that I'm talking to. Maybe I'm just talking to the wrong people, but like we're going there. I just think the adoption is taking some time, you know,
Yeah.
to actually get there.
I feel like I use sales bots and chat bots a lot. For example, I used it the other day when I was trying to chat with free people. So I feel like maybe that's not as prevalent, and like ChatGPT is becoming very normal. And so like,
Yeah.
I think I'd be curious to see like people who are implementing AI beyond that.
Or like meeting summary tools are huge.
those are big
like if
now,
you're
yeah.
not using that, you're an
I
idiot
can't
at this
imagine
point.
being in college right now. Yeah.
No, but like it summarizes your meeting. Otter AI.
But I never look. I never
like-
look at them.
Well, if you need to, you can say
You
what are
can,
the
yeah.
top takeaways from this meeting and what are my action points for tomorrow,
that
and
is cool.
it'll tell you.
That's super cool.
It just saves so much time. And so if you're a content creator, you really have to start partnering with AI because it's going to edit videos way faster. It's going to do all of that stuff. And so if you're not working with it, it's going to go way faster than you and you'll be left behind.
Consulting with clients, period. And you have a discussion with them, like the Otter stuff or Zoom or whatever, like
Game
giving you
changer.
that summary so that you can send like good follow-up emails and know exactly what the customer is asking for is huge. And you don't have to because I mean, we can only remember so much. It's just so much easier to do it that way.
And you can focus more on the meeting because you don't have to worry about taking the notes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Any other innovative things that you, Allie and Hannah, have seen?
Well, I just upgraded to an iPhone 16 from an iPhone 11, so I'm a little
Oh my
bit
gosh.
behind here. But something I want to dive into a little bit more is with my HR background, just seeing that Workday laid off I don't know what percentage of their staff in favor of AI.
That is interesting.
Yeah, it's been really interesting to see what we can do with our company in the HR space. In the AI space. So not a trend I'm seeing, but something that
An opportunity.
an opportunity for our company and for us.
That's good. I like that.
I love Adobe products for Adobe Premiere. It will download the transcript and then it'll make edits. You can edit the transcript and it will do that in the video automatically. So you can delete a section out of the transcript and it will immediately crop it from the video, or you can filter it to remove all the spaces when people are talking and it immediately will go through and cut all the times people say
What was it like? How did it go?
filler words, pauses, it's crazy stuff. And then my
That's
friend is a
crazy.
wedding photographer, and so I watch her edit her photos, and she uses AI tools to just circle something in the photo she doesn't want there, delete, it's gone, it fills in the background. It's amazing.
That's badass.
Yeah, it's awesome.
For me, so I was messing around with HeyGen and 11 Labs. So HeyGen is the you basically can create an avatar, right? So I did a little one that you just talking to the camera. I read a story about how the toothbrush was invented, which took about 5 to 10 minutes. I kid you not. I had to read it 10 times. But then it had a custom avatar of me made just from recording me. And then I can fill a script in there and be like, hey, tell everyone that the Broncos are the best football team on earth, which they are. And everyone knows that. They just didn't win a Super Bowl this year. But in any event, then my avatar, and so you can have different settings. So it actually, what's crazy is they could create a podcast. Guys, come on. They could create a podcast. They could create a podcast from thin air. How crazy is that?
Yeah, that's very
a
cool.
An ad, a movie. That's just wild. Oh, and I remember I had to disclose that I was I knew that they were creating a clone of me, and I was okay with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Deep fakes, look
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's gonna be crazy. You see Nvidia stock and all those chip maker stocks plummeted because
of DeepSeek, you
because
mean?
of DeepSeek.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Good buying opportunity. Hey, I'm a financial advisor. Let me know if you need help. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we cut this from the podcast, but my brain always goes to that human element.
Well, whatever
and,
you say after
context.
what you just said is going to be really, really interesting. So we're not cutting it.
I'm just prefacing in case we do want to cut
Yeah.
it. You never know. I feel it opens the conversation to talk about when AI takes
Skynet.
the human
Yeah.
out of it, or it
Yeah.
makes it less personal, and still needing a little bit of that personal, true human interaction and touch. I don't know, just a whole other can of worms that could be potentially open with that.
Software developers are saying, or people who are creating the .io or the AI softwares and platforms, is that AI is not meant to replace a worker. It's meant to assist and boost the capability or the capacity of the worker.
When
I
used
like that.
right.
I like that.
When used right and correctly and appropriately. Yeah, but I was thinking about Andrew's example, right, where he filmed himself and was talking, and then AI can go out and say something like him, with his face too. Or for me, I'm
Beautiful face.
the face of the company.
That's right.
Well, I don't know. Andrew sent me a voice note from AI, and I immediately knew it was AI and not Andrew, which is fine
Well, I
because
didn't do the premium 11 Labs thing. I need to do that one
that's
next,
why.
yeah.
But still, I'm I knew that wasn't Andrew because I know Andrew, and so Joe Schmo might not know that difference, and so it could be fine. But for me,
Yeah.
my first thought was oh, but like that's not actually Andrew.
Yeah.
So like, what do we? How do we still
Actually,
keep
I saw that.
like human and like actual real person like connection?
Mm-hmm.
Because people still need human-to-human connection.
100%.
Yeah, I think the goal is that AI can do all the mundane tasks, so like humans are freed up to focus more on the human interaction versus like all the paperworky tasks. Like in HR, it's like humans are still gonna talk to people about issues they're having with a company, but then you don't have to log it all or whatever. I don't know.
Okay, we probably have time for one more question. I'm gonna let you guys pick. Okay, either what does freedom mean to you? Because we just did a little Bible study on freedom this morning, right? So either we end the pod with what does freedom mean for you, or my other option is what have you seen with some of our clients that are on the big hitter trajectory? Which one do you guys want to answer?
What do you mean by big hitter?
Yeah, so I'm noticing, Logan, a trend with the people that we talk to who just like get the vision for a VA, right? Like there's a unique difference, but let's answer this question now. So like I'm noticing a trend of there's certain people who just get it. They're like, yes, this VA is going to help me do more business. It's going to free me up to spend time with my family. Like, and then there's people who's like, just don't get it. Like they just can't connect the dots. And I'm noticing like there's a growth mentality, like there's a drive, there's a hunger. So like, what are you guys seeing with the difference between, or maybe you're not, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm seeing with the ones that want to attack it, they obviously have the means to, but they also are more worried about how bogged down they are with their current work
Yeah.
rather than, seeing a vision.
Yeah.
Like, if you are working 80 plus hours per week or more on your business, and a lot of that time is taken up by clerical work or stuff that can be easily taken off your plate, like you'll pay an arm and a leg for someone to help you cut that down and to help your business scale. I mean, that's a no-brainer is what I'm saying. I think it just takes like, is that person actually at the point where they're ready for someone to take some of that off their plate? And do they have that trust factor too?
Yeah, I think for, I'm in the Buy Back Your Time like coaching cohort, and I've talked to you about this. Like that book changed my life. And the people that are in that cohort, they get it. They're like, yes, my time is worth money. Like, and I only have so much time. And I know that if I have someone to take these 3, 4, 5 things off my plate, that will free me up to do the things that light me up and give me energy. So, but some of the other people we talk to, like, it's like we still have to like get them to the point where like your time is valuable. These things are robbing your company to continue doing those like 3 or 4 things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What are you guys seeing?
I think I'm seeing, like, I don't know how to say it best. It's like energy levels, but I feel like there's some people who are just so bogged down and burnt out. Like I'm thinking of one of our clients that are rather potential leads that like didn't really end up, or that was a client and then like had some life stuff happen and backed out. But I'm just thinking about like they were so bogged down and tired and exhausted that like thinking about spending upfront initially more energy to get a VA set up for success, they just didn't have the mental and emotional capacity to be able to do that. And so I think maybe we could dive into, the certain personality types that would lean one way or another. But I'm really seeing that when people are already rock bottom and tapped out emotionally and mentally and maybe even financially, even though we see the value, they just might not have 20 hours or 10 hours or 5 hours even of energy to give to something that's kind of new, because they're just stuck in that hamster wheel of this is comfortable, this is familiar, I'm drained, so I can just go through the motions right now, rather than, okay, how do I dig deep to pull out 5 hours to increase my capacity in 2 weeks, a week, etc.
That's good. That's really, really good.
So, I mean, that's kind of where I'm seeing some hesitancy.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah, and we've talked about how freedom comes with relinquishing control in certain ways, and that can be scary at first and uncomfortable, and we're always kind of going to default, like what you said, to what's familiar, comfortable, safe. And so it is a risk to step out and do that. But then like on the other side of it is then you really do find you have more freedom and your time is open, and you maybe even rediscover what you truly care about. Sometimes you can lose sight of that because you just feel needed and there's so many critical things to do, and like kind of like what Andrew had his mental breakdown, you kind of lost sight of what you were even good at, you know. And so, but it takes taking that risk and step to even get to that point of rediscovery.
Good stuff. This was fun, even though I just peer pressured you guys into doing this. This turned out really well. I'm really excited about it. All right, guys. So that was episode 1 of the Big Hitters podcast. And as you can tell, we care about freedom. So in order for you to be a big hitter, you got to get free. You got to free up your time, your energy, your relationships, your finances. And so this is the squad that we're here to help you guys get freedom in any and every way possible. And so in the following weeks, we're going to have people on the show that are just crushing it. And we're going to talk about what little hacks, tips, tricks they're doing to free them up to do more business, more production, all that kind of fun stuff. Cool. Thanks for joining us. All right, guys. So at Virtual Assist, we help small business owners live in freedom. We do that with virtual assistants overseas that start at $5 an hour. If you want to learn more, you go to www.virtual-assist.co and let's set up a time to talk.